And we are back. Apologies for that feedback. Apologies for that. That was Carol.
Yeah.
Welcome to the studios. Welcome to Good Morning Kenya.
Thank you very much. I'm humbled.
I love that song. I feel like, it sets the tone for the whole day. Let's talk about that song in particular, the inspiration.
Okay, this song, it's because of the things that I've gone through and how I've realized how I've realized what God can do. He is faithful. In everything, He is faithful. It doesn't matter what, He is faithful. Just believe and trust in Him, and He is faithful.
He is faithful.
Yes.
Was there anything in particular that was going on in your life that, brought out the lyrics to the song?
Yes, it's before I started my music career, there are things that have happened. There are things that have happened in my life, and there are things that happened in my life that turned my life. And all the songs that I've sung, they all have a meaning. So when it comes to this one in particular, I just want to acknowledge that God is faithful. I want to tell the whole world that God is faithful because He's faithful.
You said certain things happened in your life before you began your musical journey. Do you feel comfortable sharing?
Yes, I feel very comfortable because that is my testimony. Okay, I started singing as a young child. I love singing, I love the Lord. Okay, I used to sing everything. I used to sing secular, all types of music I used to sing. I used to sing in the church choir, music festivals, I was there. Anybody who knows me know I love singing. But there's this time when I was very sick and I went to the hospital. I went to many hospitals. They never knew what was wrong with me. But when I went to this particular hospital where I had been sent, I was told that I had only 3 days to live. So that really shocked me and made me scared. And now I'm talking to you 3 years down the line. So when I say God is faithful, it reminds me that whatever the doctor has his say, he'll tell you this, but God has the final word. And that's why I turned to gospel music. And I'm a worshiper. I worship. I evangelize through singing. Yeah.
Take me back to that moment when the doctor gave you that news. What emotions went through you?
Okay, I had a problem. I could not breathe. And I did not know what my problem was. But then when the doctor looked at me and, when the doctor looked at me and told me that it was on a Friday, and I asked him if, he told me to come back on Monday, and I asked him, will I be able to, will the medicine that you're going to give me make me feel better? He told me, if you will make it by Monday. So because I could not breathe, yes, I felt like, it's maybe the last time I'm going to, because I could not breathe. And when you can't breathe, that is that is life. So I kind of believed him, and I was really scared. But I just hung on the word, and I told God, okay, if it's my time, then that's it. I even called a few people and told them bye. So I was really scared. I will not lie to you. Yeah, but after the surgery, here I am. I thank God.
We thank God. Thank you so much. And I'm so happy that you're using your gift as a testimony to convey your testimony and your life. Now, gospel music. It has a lot of controversy. People are trying all different things to make it in the business. Do you feel like, are you scared of that controversy surrounding gospel music in Kenya?
Yeah, initially when I started singing, or when I went to record my songs, I never knew that one day I would sit here and talk about my music. I was just like glorifying God and evangelizing and trying to tell the whole world what God can do. So I didn't think of it as a business at all. Even right now, as I'm talking to you, I don't think of it as a business. Me, I'm out to evangelize. But yes, of course, we have people who are doing it as a business. Which is a bit really scary, because I'm talking through I'm trying to tell you my inner feelings. I'm not doing business. My music is not business. I'm just singing. I'm just evangelizing. I just want people to know about God and what God can do. Yeah.
It's interesting that you say that, because a spotlight has been let me not say a spotlight. It's been like a microscope. Because we've seen, let me just name names, Size 8 for instance. She started in the secular industry, then gospel, and now she's a pastor, an evangelist, I think.
Yes, yes, she is.
But now everything she does, you know, it's like, are you really for real? Or are you faking it? What would you say to such a thing?
Okay, I will not comment on how. I will not comment on that.
In particular,
I will not comment on that. But I believe, like, or what I would like, or what I think should happen is like, when you decide to do gospel, just go gospel. Because you cannot mix these things. You cannot, because you cannot have one leg there and one there. It's either one way. You cannot. And if you really want to evangelize, because you're evangelizing to everybody, the young and the old and the people who you want them to come to God, closer to God. You don't give them mixed reactions. Let them just know, because when it comes to God, it's very holy.
And what about the music scene, in the gospel music scene in Mombasa? Is it the same as in Nairobi?
You know, Nairobi is really big. Mombasa also, I'll say, okay. I'll say, you know, I don't want to point on anybody, but I'll just say, like, I think we are, most music that is being done now has got a bit of secular. So you don't really know if you're dancing to a gospel beat or a secular beat. So it's all over. I think so, yeah.
And I feel like a lot of youth are sharing your sentiments, because most music in the gospel genre in Kenya, the dance music. So
I'll say, okay, we have to dance for the Lord, because even in the Bible they say the walls of Jericho fell down because people danced. But see, we are dancing to the rhythm of the Lord. But this, when you can also dance, there's a way you can dance for the Lord, and there's a way that when you dance for the Lord, it should be so, which word can I use? Serene.
Worldly.
Word, yeah. You should just, you know, like as we grew up, we knew church was a very humble place. When you go to church, you really humble yourself. Even the way you dress when you go to church is different, because you're going to the presence of the Lord. So I think also the music which is being sung should be music to bring God next to you, to make it godly. So I think also the beat and the dancing, we're supposed to make sure that we're in the line of the Lord. That is if you want to do gospel.
If you want to do gospel.
Yes.
You said you feel like it's more so in Mombasa than in Nairobi. Why so?
No, I say, okay, I live in Mombasa.
Yes.
And most things that I see are in Mombasa. No, I think it's okay. I mean, we are good. In Mombasa, we are very good. Yeah, we are doing our best.
Just a fun fact, I lived in Mombasa for a minute.
Yes.
So I totally understand, you know, what you're saying and where you're coming from with regard to the gospel music scene in Mombasa. Most of it is mixed with taarab. And I get why you would feel like it, you know. It's kind of worldly, but I feel like in Nairobi it's still the same thing. Not to accuse anybody of anything, but I feel like people are trying too much to mix with secular. Okay, the initial concept, I think, people are trying to bring in the youth by trying to mix it with secular, so a secular tone. But now people are doing it a little bit too much. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree with you. And one thing I think that we are going wrong, let me just say we, because we are all like worshippers, we are going wrong is like we try to say that, people try to say that if you make the music more on the secular side, the youth will move closer. But we also want we were youth, and we were not told to dance on the secular. So I think that should really tone down. The youth should be told the truth. Don't sugarcoat the word. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't say that, oh, if I try to make it a bit godly, I'll bring the youth to God. No, it's not true. If we have decided to go, on the right way, let the youths also know at their tender age, we don't need to dance that secular note, because we cannot mix the two. We cannot mix the two. Otherwise, then we will just have a disco in church. but we cannot mix the two. Of course, in church we really dance, we really sing to the Lord and we dance, but in a proper way. But the beat of disco or secular, sorry to say that, it does not apply because that doesn't show any holiness in front of the Lord. I mean, I hope so. Am I saying it right?
Yes, you are. You've been in the industry for about 3 years now.
Yes.
So far, so good. But any challenges that you've faced as you were coming up in the industry?
Yeah, not okay. I'll thank God because when I started it was okay. It was on a rough start because I was sick. And most of the first songs that I've sung, like my first song that I sang, I was really sick. So that was really challenging because I'm singing and I'm not well. I mean, the cameraman and everybody who is shooting me, they can tell you this woman is so strong because I sing and I'm in pain. And that was a very big challenge for me. And sometimes you'll see me really dancing and my legs can't even move. That has been a challenge to me because of my health. That is the biggest challenge that I've had because of the health. But I've just decided to forge on and to continue singing. Yeah.
Next up for Carol, working on an album, an EP.
Yes, I'm doing my second album now. No, I've done my second album. Now I want to start on my third album. And now I really want to go into praise and worship. Yes.
And where can people connect with you on social media?
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Yeah, I'm there. And soon I'll be putting my number.
And what are the handles on your social media platforms?
I beg your pardon?
It's a Carol at...
I don't change my name. I'm just Carol Anami. That's my name. I'll never change it. Yes.
On all social media platforms?
On all social media platforms, I'm Carol Anami. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming through to Good Morning Kenya. We wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you very much. I'm really humbled to be here with you.
Thank you. We'll be back after this.
Thank you.